All right. Welcome, everybody, to day one of the Australian Open. Day one. It's always so exciting. We're finally here. The week has been a weird one because it's felt like, the Australian Open technically started last week when they started doing those exhibitions, but it officially starts today. It's so exciting. Finally, we're here. We're here to watch Palini to start. There's a lot of matches going on right now. Palini is the first one we're watching. With Zverev coming up later. Tonight, we've got Alcaraz and Sabalenka, the two number ones back-to-back. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It's not really like it's a nice start to the tournament, not like hectic. Even tomorrow, it's not that busy tomorrow. It's pretty, this is where the 3-day first rounds kind of work because it's not like too crazy. It's pretty nicely spread out and there's a couple of good matches on each day. So, so this is going to be good. It's going to be a fun day. We've got Raducanu later. We've got Venus playing, I think, today as well. Something else some other things are happening. Bublik, I think, is playing tonight. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't already, it's too late. You got your bracket had to have been done. If haven't done your bracket, then I'm sorry, it's over. Hopefully, you did do your bracket. Kaboli's playing right now. We've got Svitolina coming up later. Zachary's coming up soon. Tiafo tonight, or this afternoon. Quarters playing. Adaj versus Putin Saver is on right now. So yeah, so much on day one. It's just going crazy. Hey, Dutchy, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. So much at all starting at the same this time. But let's see. Let's see how this Australian Open goes. Happy AO Day. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, we're not going to start off. There are some good matches on in the first round. If I look at the draw, the Berrettini de Minaur match was the match, right? But unfortunately, that one got canned. But on the men's side, first round matchups that are kind of interesting. Bublik Brooksby. If Brooksby, frustrates Bublik. Zverev Diallo is interesting when we watch that. Diallo with his serve could be interesting. Shelton and Bear's probably the best one down the bottom half. Hurkacz Bergs, they've both been in good form to start the year, so that could be fun. Mickelson Hashanov, if Mickelson's playing well, that could be interesting. So there are some good matches on the men's side. Women's side, look, any of the matches could be. You just don't know which player's going to, which top 10 player is going to struggle. But yeah, I'm just trying to see. Andreeva Vekic might be the biggest match, one of the bigger matches, and Stevens Pliskova is also another one. Kenin Stearns could be a battle. Bolter Bencic, if Bolter's come good, but Bencic is on fire, so that's going to be tough. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked out already, predictions. I've done my predictions. If you didn't check them out, they're on the second channel. Go check them out. Hopefully you did, and then you did your predictions. What time is it in Melbourne? It's 11:30. It's 11:30 in the morning. It was matches were supposed to start at 11 a.m., but they kind of a bit delayed. But yeah, go check it out. Go check out the predictions video. Let me know if you like the predictions video. Let me know. Are you ready? I've been ready for days. I've been waiting for this for days. It's been hanging for. By the way, Chad, how good was it last night's match with Federer at Agassi and stuff? Did Federer leave? He must have left this morning, right? Maybe he went to Sydney to see the Opera House or something. But yeah, so good. It was so fun. What a fun night. Do you see Bergs pulling off the upset? maybe not the upset, but it could be tough for sure. I mean, Bergs has been playing well. Hurkacz it should not take that lightly. Love that match and the post-match interview. Oh, that post-match, sit-down interview with the five of them, and they're all going through their best moments in Australia. I was like, oh, that's so cool. That was so cool. And then the Federer one-on-one was fun. I didn't like that as much. I thought it was more fun watching, having that like conversation. They had everyone talking, like they were talking about that. Like Andre was talking, and then Rafter had a say, and Barty was talking about her win. Like that was more interesting, I think. More interesting than the Federer one was like, it was cool, but he didn't remember most stuff that he did. So he kind of just was like, I don't know. You beat Novak in 07. Did I? I can't remember. Like, he just didn't remember anything. The 5-player interview was better? Yeah. But yeah. Because they all, like, besides Barty, who obviously just retired, Agassi, Rafter, Hewitt, Federer, they'd all played each other. So even though they were, maybe two different generations, especially Rafter and Federer, sort of had a little bit of an overlap before Rafter retired, but they'd all played each other. Federer and Hewitt played at the Australian Open. Agassi, Rafter played at the Australian Open. Agassi, Federer played at the Australian Open. Hewitt, Agassi played in Australia when Hewitt broke out back in the 90s. So, yeah. So they all had it was just great stories. I love just listening to Andre Agassi. When he's telling stories, just shut the hell up and listen. I could listen to Andre just tell, I know he's already done a book, but like I would just love him to just do like a story time with Andre and him just telling like stories of his career and his experience. Like I just want to. He's just so good. You can listen to it for hours. He just has that way of talking where you're just like you just want it. Like you're going, yeah, what are you gonna? Yeah, it's so good. Physio was checking on Kaboli already. Damn, it's not even that hot. It's not even that hot today, so that's not good. That is not a good sign. Not good sign. All right. But yeah, physio already. That's a terrible start to the day. By the way, chat, what's your match of the day? Oh, actually, no, we're gonna do upset of the day, don't we? We're gonna do upset of the day. I'm gonna write these down because I always forget to do them. All right. All right. I'm gonna do upsets. All right. And it has to be a top, I don't know, does it have to be top 10? Maybe not. Maybe, if it's not top 10, maybe top 15. And I'll do one for the men, one for the women. If it's like the first week, it should be just seeds, right? I mean, by the time we get to the semis and stuff, it's going to be boring to do upset of the day. It's only fun doing it when there's a lot of matches. All right, so upset of the day, I'm going to go with... what am I going to go with? Now. Can you imagine? God, I hope not. I'm going to go upset on the day for the men. I think we're going to lose... God, there's not many to pick from. Let me know in the chat what you think men's upset of the day is going to be. I'm tempted to pick Moutet. I think Moutet is going to go. He's the 32nd seed, so that's an upset. That counts. Moutet is my upset of the day for the men. Because I haven't seen him play. He played 1 point at the 1 point slam and lost, and it was to an amateur, so not a great start. Because who else is there? There's Norrie versus Bonzi. I mean, Caboli, but I like Caboli and I want him to win, so I don't want to put the Cerundolo. I don't know. I don't want to say Raducanu upset, but I am wary of that match. Kostyuk would be a huge upset, but I don't believe it. I don't know on the women's side. I don't know. Not this match. Palini's not going to lose it this match. Sakkari, not Svitolina. Alexandrova? Nah, she's not. She's kind of flying under the radar. She's not playing what bad. Yastremska, I don't know. I mean, it could be all of them. It could be none of them. Congrats on 278k. Hey, thanks, Gregs. Yeah, we got that yesterday, I think. 30-second seed sounds cheating. I make the rules. It's my game. There are no rules. Vondi, is she playing today? Carlos, I'm not going to pick Carlos's up. That's crazy. Can you imagine? That would be madness. All right, fine. I'll go Cerundolo then, all right? You happy? I'll go Cerundolo instead of Mute. But if Mute loses, remember what I said before that. And I'm going to pick... I don't want to pick Raducanu. I'm not going to pick Raducanu. I'm going to say upset of the day for the ladies is going to be... Today we're going to lose... there's like no one to pick from. I don't think Yastremska's going to lose. I don't think Kostyuk's going to lose. Alexandrova. I'll go Alexandrova, but I'm not happy with it. I'm going to go Alexandrova, but I have for no reason. Only because she's only because she's playing a qualifier who's played 3 matches, and I don't think Alexandrova's been playing that well this year yet. So I don't really. Again, I'm not happy with it. You know what? We probably won't get any upsets on at all. It really begins AO. Why I feel AO so special? Because we haven't had a slam in 6 months, so we're just thirsty for it. When the slams are so spread out, when we get to the first one, we're like, oh, we haven't had it. Like US Open was in September. It's been ages. It's been so long. So long. It's like the French Open. When the French Open starts, it's been so long before the Australian Open. Also, we've been starved of tennis. No Sinner Alcaraz for the last, couple of months. Djokovic hasn't played properly. Like, we haven't seen the big guns either. So it just feels like we're all just, I feel like, well, I'm dead. We're all thirsty. We're all have it in withdrawals, right? We're craving tennis. Give us our tennis. Give us the tennis. I do like Sommes. Yeah. I mean, Alexandrova could make the quarters, right? But I don't think... Kostyuk could lose too, right? Because it's one of those things where she's played really well and people are focusing on her, and then all of a sudden the pressures of being someone to watch gets to her. That could be an issue for sure. That could definitely be an issue. But we'll see. We will see. Cartel is your informed Brit number 1. Who's mine? I don't have a Brit number 1. Actually, by the way, isn't Raducanu the number 1 Brit? By the way, Chad, I'm drinking black coffee. Jesus. It's going to be a long day. I'm so pumped for today. I think the waiting for today is the hard part. But now I'm like, we're finally here. Let's go. Waiting for the first day of the Open is always just like all that, we get the draw comes out and we're going to wait and we wait and we wait. And then all of a sudden we're here and we're like, yes, let's watch all this madness. Let's get this madness going. Today's matches wasn't that great. Yeah, well, even like they got the schedule for tomorrow as well, and it's pretty. But I think it's actually in a good way. It's not busy, right? Like I'm having a look at tomorrow's schedule. You know, you got Gauff on first thing in the morning. Australia time. You've got Medvedev as well. Swiatek and Djokovic at night. Good night session. You got Andreeva playing Vekic at night. De Minaur in the afternoon. I'm surprised Djokovic is playing at night, to be honest. But I guess maybe it's gonna be warm tomorrow, so he doesn't want to play in that heat just yet. Nisimova's playing in the daytime. Wawrinka's playing tomorrow. Krejcikov is playing tomorrow on the outside courts, or the not the show courts. And Boko's playing tomorrow as well. Eala's playing as well, I think, tomorrow. Badosa's out there as well. I tell you, if you're going on the tomorrow might be the best day to go into the tennis because you'll be seeing a lot of matches outside, unless all the the fake fans who are there for the beer and the makeup take your seats. So get there early and just elbow a couple of people that look like they don't know anything about tennis. Respectfully, just nudge them. Because I'm sure that Misilic versus Vakina might be a banger to all of us, or Kovacevic Paul. But I'll tell you, all those fake fans that are going there to watch the musical act at the end of the night, you just get them out the way. Get out of here. They're not there for they're not there for the tennis. But get out of here. Just throw elbows. It's okay. It's acceptable. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I tell you what, if you are going tomorrow, court 14, Kia versus Opelka. Go see that kid in the flesh, and also Opelka with a serve. Again, just get those people out the way. It's on court 14, so you're going to have to really get there early because there's only 20 seats there. But I would be going to that one. Mukova plays after that, so how good's that? You get to see Mukova on a small court. That's a good combo. I like that. I'd be going there if I was going tomorrow. I'm not going, but if I was, I would. Court 6 will be packed tomorrow. So you can try and go to that if you're an Eala fan, but that's a good luck. Good luck. If Alexandra makes the quarters, it'll be her first time getting there, been to the third round 11 times, gotten to the fourth round 4 times, and hasn't made last 8 yet. Okay. Fair enough. What's your favorite tournament you've been to? Wimbledon. I've been to 2 tournaments. Wimbledon was my favorite. The whole day of Wimbledon, standing in the line from 5 a.m. until they let us in at 11, standing in the queue, and then getting to see Nick Kyrgios. Leighton was on center court. I got to see him on the big screen from Murray Mound or Henman Hill, whatever they call it now. Just walking around, taking in the scene. It was sick. It was awesome. Wimbledon was just one day. I went to Wimbledon once. It was this I couldn't remember all the Australian. I've been to a few Australian Opens, but I can't remember those days as vividly as I remember Wimbledon, because Wimbledon was just such an experience. If you are a tennis fan, Wimbledon is Wimbledon is you got to do the pilgrimage to get to Wimbledon. You got to do it at least once. You got to do it once. Behind the scenes is not until 11 p.m. Okay. All right, we're still waiting for the players to come out. Will De Minaur play someone else, or does he get a walkover? He'll play a lucky loser. He's playing against Mackenzie McDonald, who replaces Berrettini. So bummed about that. Not just because I wanted to see that match, but we all love Berrettini. I think Berrettini's probably one of those not too many haters. He's someone that we're all rooting for, like Hurkacz, right? We know how good they can be when they're playing, but they just can't stay healthy. He's very similar to a Delpo, I feel. A lot of people have that same affection for Berrettini. Also, people think he's attractive, so I guess that helps. But Delpo had that gentle giant, sort of everyone feels bad because he just couldn't get on the park. But I feel Berrettini's in that category where whenever he withdraws from a big tournament, oh damn, not again, right? Because he was doing so well until he wasn't. We all rooting for him. Demonor got a lucky break. McDonald's no slouch. I wouldn't be overlooking McDonald. He might have lost in the qualies, but he did beat Rafa here. Delray Beach Open is a blast. Small, but very enthusiastic. Yeah, I'd love to do like... maybe I'll do it one year, or maybe like, whenever I decide to go to America in like a few years. Like maybe I'll go... maybe I'll do like February, do it like a couple of those American tournaments. That'd be sick. And then stay for Indian Wells, Miami. That'd be fun. Well, that'd actually be pretty fun. I do want to go to Indian Wells and Miami. I've been this close to going to Indian Wells a few times over the last couple of years. I've been like real close to getting there. A couple of years ago, I was almost there, but it just didn't work out. I just couldn't. I just unfortunately couldn't make it work. And then last year, I was looking at it, but it just was the timing of it was just not good. But yeah, Indian Wells is definitely on my list, but I'd love to do those smaller tournaments beforehand. Did you see Dash's custom shoes? Is that the one with the Aussie flag? What tournament that hasn't held an event in the past years do you wish came back? I mean, Ostrava feels like an event that we are missing, but I think it's coming back this year. Is Ostrava coming back this year? It's coming back this year, right? Yeah, but it's not the same. It's starting. It's a 250. It used to be a 500. It's coming back though. So what other event? I wouldn't really. I don't think bringing back it. It's not really about bringing back an event. It's more just like reorganizing. I reckon they should put Doha at the start of the year again. Put Doha. Put Hong Kong. Switch Hong Kong and Doha, because Doha used to bring in and keep it a 500 Doha, because that we were talking about the other day. Doha used to be the place that all those top European players would go play on their way to Australia, because Doha is like a stopover from Europe to Australia. Dubai, Doha are two of the places that people go to if I'm going to go to Europe, I'm flying unless I get a direct flight from Sydney. I'm going to Doha or Dubai, stop over, and then I'm going to the UK or whatever. But they've obviously moved it for the Middle Eastern swing, but Doha in the start of the year used to be so good. And some of those, and that was a 250, and Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, they all used to play it. I'm like, I think that's going to entice Sinner and Alcaraz to actually play. Like, get Doha at the start of the year, move Hong Kong. Move Hong Kong straight after the AO. Like, go, as soon as the AO's over, play Hong Kong. Just like they play Singapore on the women's side, go play Hong Kong after the AO. So anyone who loses at the Australian Open, go to Hong Kong afterwards and play a 250. Like, that would make sense. What do you do with Doha? Well, they've got a Saudi 1000 coming in. So Dubai can lead into the Saudi exhibition. Chat, I am telling you, vote for me for commissioner. Or at least calendar schedule. I'll be the scheduler. Like, come on. You put Doha at the start of the year. Alcaraz and Sinner will play it because it's on the way. You don't clog up February because the Saudi 1000's coming, and that's going to take up all that time. You put Hong Kong after Australia, because once Australia's over, some players might want to go to Hong Kong. Chad, we haven't even started day one yet. That's how you do it, chat. And you make the United Cup a smaller tournament. You make it you compact it to 12 teams to 3. It's not dangerous in the US. Most cities are calm. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to go to the US because it's dangerous. It's just I'm not scared of the US. I've been to the US in worse time, in sketchy times, but it's just expensive, and it's a big trip. Like I can't just go for a day. It's not a day. It's not like a weekend trip, By the way, Palini has tape on his stomach, so by the way, this could be awkward. This could be awkward for Palini. Sasnovich is she is very experienced player, and not a pushover. Not a pushover. Chicago is not what it used to be. You need to stay vigilant. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, look, most places are getting. I mean, even Melbourne. I mean, you hear I hear stories about Melbourne, and I'm like, holy shit, that never used to happen. Now it does because people just getting crazy with the stuff. It's always a small group that ruin it for everybody. But also the news report on it, so it looks worse than it is. When you see a headline that says like violence is crazy in Melbourne, you're like, is it? Okay. Mia needs a sitter. Well, she has she has a holiday spot. Is that Mark Edmondson? Was that Edmondson? Was that Mark Edmondson? I missed it. Was that him? Legend. He's going to give out the trophy. Mark Edmondson, I think, was there. I think that was him. I think. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes already for day one. Thank you for that. I think it was Mark Edmondson. Toronto is getting swallowed up by snow right now. Yeah. Cam, did you watch the Heated Rivalry show? What's that? I don't know what is that a game show? Okay. Warming up the serves and we're going to get this started. Overtime? What's overtime? Here we go. Palini. Did you get through the book String Theory? I haven't yet. I've started reading it though. I didn't even realize that the author of that book passed away a while back, not recently, but yeah, kind of. I was like, oh, has he written any other tennis books? And then I looked at that's unfortunate. That's sad. It was sad. I was oh, I think it was him. Was it? Let me check. Yeah, David Foster Wallace. Yeah, I did start reading it. All right, here we go. First match of the AO. Palini's going to serve. I'm going Palini in 3. I reckon this is going to be a banger. We're going to start with a 3 setup because I said so. That's why. Because I want a 3 setup. As Palini hits it out. Love 15. Here we go. It's official. It started 30 minutes ago, but it officially starts now in this house. Also, Ferry's up 4-3 against Caboli. Oh, God, there's so much going on. Hopefully this updates properly too, so you can all stay up to date. Gibson's the first 15-0. Gibson won the first set of the Open. There's a trivia question that nobody's going to ask. Sleepless nights. Yes! If you don't have bags under your eyes after these 2 weeks, are you even a fan? Did you even watch the tennis? If you look fresh at the end of these 2, I'm going to look haggard, and I'm watching during the day, and I'm still going to look like I got beat up. By the end of this, 30-15. I'm going to sound like I've smoked 1,000 cigarettes and punched in the face over and over. I'm going to look rough at the end of this. Take a photo now while I'm looking fresh and sprite, and then at the end of this, I'll just be a puddle of goo. As that goes out, 30-0. Gibby? Nah, it's Gibbo. That would be her nickname in Australia. Well, she is Australian. 30-0. I love the Australian Open so much, and the Australian Open loves you. I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't asked them. 30-0. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sasnovich. Backhand now from Palini. Sasnovich goes down the middle. Point now from Palini. Sasnovich backhand to the backhand of Palini. Sasnovich gets the point. By the way, Sasnovich outfit. I'm no fashionista. She looks like she's straight out of the 80s. 30-40. We're talking like 80s, like aerobics attire. Very good, but like sun protective, like very sun smart. As we're backhand now from Palini to the forehand of Sasnovich. Palini backhand. Into the backhand of Sasnovich. Sasnovich in the net. She's got the long sleeves and the long leggings. Very sun smart. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Wearing long sleeve. I am. All right. Deuce. I have dental work on Tuesday. Ugh. Ouch. That reminds me. I should probably do that too. I should probably do that. What's tennis? Is it like being beach volleyball? I guess, kind of, but not really. But maybe. All right. As we forehand down the line to the backhand of Palini, Sasnovich gets the backhand to the backhand of Palini, and Sasnovich hits it in the net. Advantage Palini, who's already thrown a fist. Advantage Palini. I heard today at work when it comes to scoring, love is a French thing. It is. Also, tennis is... Did tennis originate from France? It did, right? I started in that string theory book that says at the start of the book, it talks about where the word tennis comes from. It comes from France. Anyways, forehand. Goes into the forehand of Sasnovich. Now Sasnovich on the stretch as Palini goes down the line for a winner. And Palini's already starting to shout, one love. Yeah, the word tennis in French was like, let's go or come on or something. I got to get this right. Yeah, no, sorry. The word tennis, I think, means like, yeah, here we go. You would, when you went to, I don't know, I got to read the book properly. The word is a French word shouted by the server. So the server would say tennis and then hit the ball. Because that's just, I guess that's just what it is. And then apparently like the English heard it and said, oh, that must be what the game's called. And then they adopted the game. It originated in Wimbledon. Okay. Dude, I read the book, all right? Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, one love. You got to read the book. So I think it originated from France. And then the game we now know as tennis was adopted. And I'm sure if you talk to a French person, they'd be like, yeah, tennis was invented in France. All right. One love. Read string theory. And it was also, before it was hit with rackets, it was hit with hand. They used their hand, like they used their hands. The ball was struck with the palm of the hand. And it was in 12th century northern France is where it started. And it was called the game of the palm, or some French word, jeu de pomme? That sounded French. Anyways, 15 love. And then, yeah, they would say the word tennis, which translated as hold, receive, or take, as they were about to hit the ball. And then, the King of England started playing it in England. And here we are. All right, 15 love. That goes in there from Sasnovich, 15-0. There you go. Something like that. I don't know. I wasn't there, chat. Not that old. 15-0. Serve again. As the backhand return. Goes in the forehand of Sasnovich. Sasnovich is out. 15-30. 15-30. Chance for Palini to get the break to start us off here. 15-30. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. And the return. Nope, that's a double fault. 15-40. Are we doing Diallo versus Zverev after this? Yes. I'm actually keen for that one. I'm really keen to see that one. Hey, Happy New Year, Onward. Welcome back. All right, 15-40. As we're back in return to the forehand of Sasnovich. Forehand now from Palini. Sasnovich back into the back of Palini. Sasnovich again the back of Palini. Sasnovich goes wide, and there's the break. It's 2-love. Palini starts off strong. All right. 2-0. All right, 2-0. As Palini gets the point, 15-love. Video review Caboli. What do you review? Was it a double bounce? What was the review for? 15-love. As Palini comes in, puts it away. 30-love. Love. I can get every court except Rod Laver. What's that for? Are you talking about on your TV? All right, 30-love. There are 5 women's games on and 2 men's games. Yes. And Gibson is kicking ass. 3-love Palini. Gibson's up to set in a break. She's trying to become the first player to win a match here. Also, Ruzay serving for the first set against Yastrzemska. That's upset pending. That's kind of an upset, kind of. Three love for Palini. By the way, it is so packed. People walking in, it is jam packed. Chad, I'm getting anxiety just watching that crowd. There's just people everywhere. Three love. Yeah, Caboli's already done a break. Echeverry's up a break against, or a double break against Kecmanovic. Sakkari's down a break already in her match. Haddad Maier's about to serve for the set in her match. So it's all happening. All right. No, Rouzé's not playing today. Sorry, not Rouzé. Eala's not playing today. Three love Palini. Good start. All right. 3-0. All right, Sasnovich to serve. As a forehand goes wide by Sasnovich. 15 love. Oh, sorry, love 15. A lot of drama already in the Caboli match. Wouldn't expect anything less. Love 15. By the way, chat, we're already at 100 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to go check out my prediction videos if you haven't already. I made a bracket. As a backhand goes the net by Sasnovich, and it's love 30. All right. Love 30 as Sasnovich hits a winner, 15-30. Caboli's in trouble. Yeah, remember, it's best of 5 sets, so, you know, he's got time to recover. Well, speaking of 5 sets, I've got to change the scoreboards because it's too short now. Haven't done a... There we go. Haven't done a Grand Slam for a while. There we go. All right, 15-30. As with a backhand to the forehand of Paolini. Backhand out from Sasnovich in the net. Ooh, that was a tough one. 15-40. God, Gibson is cruising. Ruse won the first set against Jastrzemska as well. So that's an upset pending. What do you know about Sasnovich? She's from Belarus. I think she pushed Serena at Wimbledon a couple of years ago. Or she might have beaten Serena at Wimbledon. Was she the last player to beat Serena at Wimbledon? I think. Or she definitely played Serena at Wimbledon a few years ago. 15-40. She's sort of been in and out of the top 100 for the last, few years. Uh, 15-40. 7 to the back end of Palini. Back in now from Sasnovich is the winner. Former top 30, yeah. 30-40. Beautiful backhand that time. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Palini. Backhand now Sasnovich again. The backhand of Palini. Just cross-court backhands as Sasnovich goes down the line. Palini gets on the stretch and hits it long. And it's deuce. Kecmanovic lost the first set. Oof. That sucks. All right, backhand return. The backhand of Sasnovich. Backhand of Palini. Sasnovich backhand again. The backhand of Palini. Sasnovich just keeps going back into backhand. Palini shanks it. Goes in. Another backhand for Palini. Goes down the line now to the forehand of Sasnovich, who sprays it wide. And it's advantage Palini. By the way, chat, did you all do your bracket? Did you all make a bracket? Did you all put in your did you all submit a bracket? Advantage Palini for a double break. It's too late now, by the way. You had to do it before the first match. First serve is a fault. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. All right, advantage Palini. Serving to the backhand of Palini. 4 from Sasnovich in the net. Palini gets a double break. 4-love. No, Eala's not playing today. She's playing, I think she's playing tomorrow. She's not playing today. Made a bracket too. Nice. You can still join the group. You just can't make a bracket because unfortunately it's locked. They lock it in, so. All right, 4-love. As we double return out goes out by Sasnovich, 15-love. All right, 15-all. As that goes out by Palini on the approach, 15-30. Hidajmai took the first against Putin Saber. Okay. All right, 15-30. As the return goes back in of Palini. 4 from Sasnovich goes long. And it's 30-all. Yastrzemski Sakari losing. Quali's clearly the way for Mirra. Yeah, Sakari's down 3-1. Yastrzemski's down 6-4. Echeverria won the first set 6-2. As the return goes into the final, Palini. Backhand from Sasnovich. As they go backhand to backhand. Another one from Palini. Sasnovich takes over but hits it wide. And it's 40-30. Caboli breaks back. There you go. I have ESPN, but don't see Palini. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. All right, 40-30. As the return goes to 4 to Palini. Down the line to the slice to Sasnovich. That's in the net. 5-love Palini. 5-0. This match will end in 30 minutes. Yeah, it's going quick, eh? Let me just have a look at what's going on around. So Caboli Ferry feels like it's going to go 5 sets, so that's probably going to push everything really late. I mean, Blocked versus Faria is happening later. I don't want to watch Blocked, but I don't know how that is going to work. I mean, I hope this Zverev matches are at least 4 sets. That'd be good. Tiafoe and then Venus are playing it pretty much at night, so that's a little bit. Because the way they do the Australian Open now is they only do 2 matches on the day session on Rod Laver, and I guess if they finish quick, they put something else like a match on after. But because they don't want to have they want to start Sabalenka's match at 7 p.m. They don't want to push it back if they don't have to. So there's going to be a big gap if Zverev's match is also fast. That between the day and the night session, Rod Laver's gonna be empty for 4 hours. Look, and I know why they do it, and it's not a bad idea. But then there's times where they don't put a match between because they're scared that the night session's not going to start on time. But that's their biggest fear, not starting it on time. But I wonder if Zverev does win his match easily, they might put Venus on Rod Laver. Because Venus's match is like the last match on John Cain Arena. And if Zverev's match finishes and they've got like 4 hours up their sleeve, Venus might get promoted to Rod Laver. If she's in the building. And that wouldn't be... Well, then we'd be able to watch that. Diallo's going to push Zverev to 5, hopefully. How good would that be if we get a 5-setter to start the day? That'd be sick. Be so sick. All right, good backhand from Paolini. Ready for the AO to completely ruin my sleep schedule? I get that. Love 15 as that goes out by Palini. 15-0. That's it. But it's only 15 days of bad sleep. You'll be fine. Then you can go back to regular sleep for the rest of the season. All right, 15-0. Serving to the back of Palini. Return is into the back of Sasnovich. Palini pass. Goes wide. 30-15. Tell you, the first game, Sasnovich had a chance, and now it's just been all Palini. 30-15. Australians have it worse than us with tennis times. Yep, we do. It's probably why tennis isn't that popular in Australia, because people just can't stay up after the Australian Open. They watch it, and then it's not even a joke. Most people probably don't even realize in Australia that there's tournaments every week. Most people go, when's the French Open? Oh yeah, Wimbledon. Oh okay, yeah, and then the US Open's a tournament and Davis Cup. So like most people probably think there's only 5 tournaments a year. You know, like it's. But like that's because nobody would watch. Nobody stays up all night unless they're a true addict. 5-1. Stroke Court Arena. Second will be up soon. Nice. All right. Sasnovich on the board. And Palini with the 5-1 lead. Gaboli up 6-5. Nice. You're heading to RLA on Thursday. Wonder who will be in the matches. Okay, I can give you an idea. So, Djokovic or Sinner will be the night session because both of them are unless they both play during the day. But yeah, RLA on Thursday, you might get a Sinner or a Djokovic because they're playing on Tuesday and Monday, Tuesday, and that means that whoever plays on Monday, Tuesday, bottom half of the draw play on Thursday. So you might get Djokovic, you might get Swiatek or Coco as well, Coco Gauff. They usually all play center court. So yeah, you're probably going to get. I mean, you might get all 4 if you got if you've got Rod Laver for the day and the night. You probably get Djokovic or Sinner on the during the day. Maybe Coco in the morning, first thing. Obviously they have to win their first round, and then maybe night session Swiatek Sinner. So yeah, you're likely to get at least one of those 4 players. 40 love. Palini with the set points. So yeah, probably not a bad day to have center court tickets. All right, set points. As Palini serves the forehand of Sasnovich, backhand from Palini. Sasnovich slice into the forehand Palini. Sasnovich backhand again. Palini on the stretch. As Sasnovich gets a backhand again. Palini slices it up, and Sasnovich comes in with a smash and missed it completely. Hits it out by a mile. 6-1 first set. Goes to Palini. Rousse's up a set and a break against Yastremska. Sakkari's down 4-2. Gibson's up a set and 4-1. Putting save is what it's breaking the second against Adaj Maya. And Kaboli Ferry are still playing their first set. They're the only. I think they're the only. Oh no, Sakkari's 4-2 first set as well. Kaboli is one of the most underrated breakout performers of last year. He's clutch, and he's entertaining. He's a character. Horrible set by Sasnovich. 3 winners, 17 errors. Ugh. So many errors from Sasnovich. Brutal. All right. Six-one first set. Now we've got Zverev coming up after this. Is he coming on? Yeah, straight after this. So that'd be fun. So exciting times. All right, Sasnovich to serve first in the second. I think Yastrzemska is quite streaky. Yeah, she does have. She can make a semi-final of a major and then lose in the first round of the next one. She definitely has that issue. All right, 15 love. Sasnovich wins the first point of the second. Rosé always seems to push big players at slams. Yeah, she has got. She does like that kind of the big occasion almost. All right, 15 love. Sort of fault second serve. Palini broke a string. That'd be worth it to wait. So that would be worth the wait. So bottom of the draw. Yeah. So you get on Thursday will be the bottom half of the draw. Anybody in the bottom half of the draw is going to be playing on Thursday if they win their first round. All right, 15 love. By the way, what did I do with did I say Yastrzemska is going to win the first round? I don't think I did. No, I did. I thought she'd win the first round, lose to Andreeva. 15-0. And I think I went put and save over Radaj Meyer. So far my bracket is far out. Yeah, I went put and save. Put and save is not she's only losing she lost the first set. Did I say Gibson over Blinkova? I think I'd said that. I think I went Gibson because I did. Yes. And I said Paolini. All right, 30-15. By the way, chat. Sorry, 15-30. By the way, chat. I know the AO were doing like a bracket, doing like a $10 million bracket. Obviously, the caveat was you gotta have a perfect bracket to get 10 million. So if you get one match wrong, like it's March Madness basically. That's what they've kind of adopted. Except it's probably like 10 times harder because March Madness, even though that's pretty hard too, the Australian Open has way more matches to pick. Like I think March Madness. Oh, how many matches are in March Madness? Broncos beat the Bills? No, not the Bills. 30-0. But yeah, like on the website, it said, if you do not get all matches correct, then you will. No one will win the 10 million. But if you get the most right, you could win $10,000. So that's something. As that goes wide by Palini, it's 40-30. But you're probably too late to get into that now because it must have locked down when the first match started. But yeah, Caboli is one of the most underrated breakout performers. Yep, he sure is. All right, 40-30. Sasnovich to win the first game of the second. Rosé's up 3-love now. Well, that's going to break a lot of brackets. I should have picked Yastrzemski for upset of the day. I was close. I was thinking about it. I picked Alexandra Eala. Why did I do that? 40-30. We get a fault second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Palini. Forehand from Sasnovich goes wide, and it's deuce. Ferry won the first. All right, deuce. Serve again. Here's a fault, second serve. Yastrzemski's crashing out. Guess all these players who did not get fit for the AO will end up like this. We gave them too much credit based on their name. Yeah. Backhand to backhand rally. As we get a backhand from Palini. Again, the backhand of Sasnovich. Goes down the line. Great shot. Palini slice. Goes wide. Advantage Sasnovich. Upset brewing. Ferry Caboli match. It's best of 5. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to go... That feels like 5 sets, though. Best of 5, but probably goes 5. Like, it feels like that would go 5. All right, advantage Sasnovich. To get the first game of the second. I did say Ferry was dangerous. Oh, no, I know Ferry's dangerous. I know Ferry's dangerous. I mean, if you come through... Anyone who comes through the qualies is dangerous. Because they've played 3 matches out here, so they know. Well, they have that experience, but... I mean, Caboli seems like he's not 100%, though. That's what I'm hearing as well, right? He's sick. He's had a medical timeout already. He's not feeling great. So that doesn't help. Deuce. As a forehand rally, and Sasnovich is the wide. Advantage Palini. Advantage Palini. By the way, Chad, I went for a run this morning because I thought that'd be a good idea. Why did I do that? All right. Advantage Palini to get the break. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Palini. Back in Sasnovich down the line. Great shot. We get the deuce. All right. Deuce again. As a return, goes in the net by Palini, and it's advantage Sasnovich. How hot is it there, Cam? It's not crazy. It's probably like high 20s, like maybe 30. Serving to the back of Palini for Sasnovich. As Palini backhand again, goes wide, and Sasnovich holds for the leads for the first time today. 1-love. All right. 1-0 Sasnovich. Not too bad. Yeah, it's not. It's actually not going to be too hot. I mean, it's going to be warm, but it's not going to be. We've had the 40-degree days already. Those stinking hot days have happened. Yeah, it's going to be like. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I lied. On Saturday, it's going to be 41. Whoops. So on Saturday, we're gonna have indoor tennis. Saturday is going to be 41, which is 105, 110 Fahrenheit. So, yay. Woo. Yay. If you're going to the tennis on Saturday, go on Sunday instead. Blunted.
Demon to make our semi-final, beating Conno's in 4 Smiling Imp.
All right. Thank you for the $2. There's a bit of 4 now on the stretch from Palini. Goes long, love 15. Is there a heat rule in Australia? Yeah, the heat rule started in Australia. They were the first to do it because I'm guessing because the Australian heat is just ridiculous. The heat rule was invented here. We invented it. All right, backhand to backhand rally. As Palini with a volley goes long, and it's love 30. All right, a couple of errors. Love 30. But yeah, there'll be a heat rule. So I don't know exactly what I think it's like if it's a certain, like if it's like 35 in the shade, then they shut the roof. And play outside will cease. So they've got 3 stadiums with roofs. That's helpful. So they won't have to worry about the scheduling will be backed up, but it means they'll just play at night. And there's no curfew, so they can play until 1 in the morning anyway. So, there's no issue with like not being able to finish the matches on the day. They just have to start late, probably at probably at 6 o'clock at night maybe. As Palini gets to 15:30, you picked a bad match to start with, Cam. Are you telling me what I'm picking? I picked a great match to start with. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Defunct. Did you have another match that you wanted to watch that you didn't tell me before the match started? What did you want to watch? Yeah, Rule 7, respect each other. And each other's decisions. 30-all! No harassment. You want to watch a Daj Maya? Well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. Nobody told me. I just picked a match and we're here. All right, 30-all. ASMC. All right. And that's the only time we're going to accept anybody telling me what to watch. Thank you, Deb. No more complaining. 40-30. This is going to be a 3-setter. Don't you worry about that. All right. Palini holds 1-1. 1-1. So it's likely play will be stopped on Saturday. Yes. They are probably not going to be playing in the afternoon on Saturday. At least not on the outside courts. They will be. By the way, that kind of sucked for the tournament because Saturday's on the weekend and people go to tennis on the weekend because they have jobs. So yeah, Saturday's going to be crazy. If you're going to the tennis on Saturday, I would strongly advise you to get a refund. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, don't go. Do not go. Unless you're at Rod Laver Arena and then stay inside. Like, 41 is crazy. Like, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will be asking for refunds because that's too hot. That's dangerous. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Go on Sunday or Friday. Because, yeah, 41 is insane. Love 15. Or if you are going, you're inside. Like, stay inside. If you've got Rod Laver, just stay in there. Do not. No point in going outside. And bring plenty of water as well. Because like that's what people don't get. They sit down in the sun for too long and then they dehydrate and they get up to move and they can't move. Sasnovich with a volley. Oh, just went in. 15-0. Gibson wins. First winner of the Australian Open. Gibson, let's go. And it's an Australian. Let's double go. Eala's playing... I think she's playing tomorrow. 15-0. Also, I picked Gibson to win. Yes. I'm 100% on the bracket. Let's go. Let's go. 100%. God, Rosé is smoking Yastremska. Oh, Sakari won too. The first set. 30-15. God, man. Yastremska. I nearly picked Yastremska as my upset of the day, and I would have been totally right. But I didn't. 30-15. Sasnovich serves again. Fault, second serve. By the way, Blinkova 2 years ago played one of the craziest tiebreaks of all time, who had one of the upsets of the decade at a Grand Slam. Yeah, now she's struggling, or she's losing against a wild card. That's what happens. One day you're beating Raducanu on center court in an epic. Next you're playing a wild card on the outside courts, going down. Tennis is cruel. All right, 30-0. We have fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Sasnovich. Forehand from Palini. Sasnovich again to the forehand of Palini. Sasnovich gets another forehand on the stretch. Palini again to the forehand of Sasnovich. Palini goes with a slice forehand. Into the backhand of Sasnovich. Backhand of Palini again. Sasnovich goes down the line. Palini gets it back, but hits it long. 40-30. 40-30. As that goes out by Sasnovich, Palini gets the deuce. All right, forehand now to the backhand of Sasnovich. Sasnovich sprays it wide. Advantage Palini. Advantage Palini to take the break in the second. As we get a fault. Second serve. As the return goes backhand of Sasnovich. Forehand Palini to the slice of Sasnovich. Palini backhand. Nope. Sasnovich hits it long. There's the break. Palini takes the break, and it is 2-1 in the second. She's up a set and a break. Ruse serving the match. in her one against Yastrzemska. All right. Two to one. Two one. All right. All right. 2-1 Palini. All right. So yes, Zverev's coming on straight after this. And I know that match. I don't think that match will go. Will it be fast? Probably not fast. I don't think that'd be a quick match. Might be big serves, but I don't know if it'll be. I think it'll still be a longer match. 15 love. As that goes out by Sasnovich, 30 love. Blinkova's decline has been quite shocking. I mean, she won a title last year, though. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't think she's been shocking. That's a big word. All right, 30 love. Oh, second serve ace. All right, 40 love. 40 love. But yeah, the weather's going to be... So today's going to be 31. Tomorrow's going to be 32. 33 on Tuesday. And then 29 Wednesday. And then Friday, 33. 41 Saturday. 31 Sunday. 30 after that. And then it kind of cools down in the semifinals. So it's kind of... From the quarterfinals onwards, it's not going to be crazy. But the middle... What's Saturday? Was that round 3? Yeah, third round. So I'll tell you, so Djokovic, Sinner, Swiatek, Gauff, 3-1, by the way. Who else is playing? Fritz, possibly, Musetti. So we could be, okay, so some of the matches, so Sinner Fonseca could be on the 41-degree day. Obviously, roof will be shut. Shelton Vachereau could be on that day. Djokovic, Nakashima. Tsitsipas Musetti could be that match, like on that day, if the seeds are playing out. Kalinskaya Swiatek, Samson over Osaka. Raducanu joint could be that day. Keys Fernandez. Badosa Pagula. I mean, there could be some really big matches on that hot day. 41 sounds like a carnage day to me. Oh, I mean, it is. It's just, I mean, I say 40, I say it's 41 at the tennis. It's also 41 at my house. So I'm going to have to try and survive. Because I live in this same area. God damn it. So it's going to be 41 in my house. We're all going to struggle. All right. Fill up 15. 30 degrees is hot enough. I agree. So for those who are playing at home that are Fahrenheit, 105 is 41. 105. So it's going to be 105 on Saturday at the tennis. We get a double fault, love 30. So yeah, that's what we're doing. No shirt stream. No, that's OnlyFans content. Love 30. Sorry, you gotta pay for that shit. All right, love 30. Serve again. There's a fault, second serve. As that goes out by Sasnovich. Love 40. Love 40. All right, so here we go for a double break. Serving to the forehand is another fault, second serve. Humidity get high also? Not really. It's dry. It's not usually, it's not a humid, it's a dry heat, which is just as, they're both brutal. Forehand to forehand rally. That goes out by Sasnovich. And Palini's up 4-1. 4-1 in the second. All right. Four and one. All right. Caboli in big trouble now. Really? What's up? Oh, he's down 3-1 in the second. He might retire that match, and I hope that I'm wrong. But it could happen. He doesn't. If he's down 2 sets to love and he's not feeling great. Oh wait, chat. Why does my hair look like this? I look like I've gone through a wind tunnel. It's not beer. All right, 4-1. It's tea. Oh, Kecmanovic won the second set. All right, 15 love. We've got Zverev coming up straight after this. Buksha Svitolina should be competitive. Yeah, maybe. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Palini. Backhand of Sasnovich down the line. Palini gets with a slice. Sasnovich forehand again. Palini slice back. Goes long. And it's 15-0. $15-15. As we go to backhand into the slice of Sasnovich. Sasnovich in the net. 30-15. $30-15. Serve again. Down the tee, the forehand of Sasnovich. Backhand from Palini. Sasnovich backhand in the net. And it's 40-15. $40-15. We got a fault, second serve. As that goes to net by Sasnovich. Palini up 5-1 in the second. I'd say the first game of this match, Palini was like battling at deuce to try and hold. And then ever since, it's just been all Palini. Any planned refurbishments this year or all done last year? What do you mean for like what refurbishments? All right. 5-1. Rosea's match point number 2 now. Nice. Caboli breaks back. That's going to be a 5-setter. Backhand return. Into the backhand Sasnovich. That goes wide left 15. Federer's performance yesterday was so sweet. Oh, it was just so cool to watch, wasn't it? What a great... That was such a good thing. I'd say, though, how are they going to do it next year? Like, how are they going to top that? Because, let's be real. That's like... How are you going to make it better next year? Rafa? And Federer? Like Djokovic? And Rafa? I don't know. Like, how are you doing? Like, how are you going to make it's going to be a worse ceremony next year because there's no way you could do it again. You can't just... Federer's not coming back next year. Love 30. You can't just get Andre every year. He's going to be busy. Unless he comes every year. Like, how are you going to make... Like, they started... Like, how are you going to... I don't know how they're going to top it. Or how are they going to match it next year? You have to get Rafa. And yes, Serena. Maybe get Serena. Maybe Serena. Maybe you get like Serena, Andre, Steffi, and Andy Roddick. Steffi Graf, right? That's a maybe that actually might be better. Andre, Steffi versus Serena and Andy might actually be that's how you top it. And then how do you top that though? If you bring Pete back somehow, that would probably top that, right? Andre, Pete, and then like I don't know, Rafter Hewitt. Like, if you somehow got Pete Sampras to play an exhibition, that would probably top that. Sharapova as well. Yeah, I mean, Rafa and Sharapova. Yeah, I mean, again, they've started with it's going to be hard to try and top that. But then how do you top the musical act? Because they've gone with Crowded House, one of the most successful Australian music acts ever. You're going to have to get like AC/DC. Backhand goes cross court. From Paolini's a winner, 15-40. Like, how do you top the musical act? Like, they've started strong. How are they gonna top it? You know, we'll find out next year. All right, match points for Jasmine Paolini. Midnight Oil? Maybe. They aren't Australian. Yes, they are. 15-40. The band is Australian. It was originated in Australia. Check it up. They were started in Melbourne, so the band is Australian. The people in the band are maybe not Australian, but the band was formed and created in Melbourne. So Crowded House is Australian. Second serve's a let. The members are from all around the world, but it doesn't matter. I mean, is AC/DC Australian? No, because the singer's not from Australia. No, of course they are. It's where the band was originated. Anyways, I know these things because they're Australian. Anyways, backhand to backhand. That goes in the net by Palini, 30-40. 30-40. Men at Work, AC/DC. Nah, we're going to get someone newer. Surely there's a newer act. They're probably going to get an international act. That's the only way they could go bigger. 30-40. Sasnovich serves a fault. Second serve. Remember Zverev and Diallo coming on straight after this. Rick Springfield. Sure. Serving to the forehand of Palini, backhand now Sasnovich. Palini backhand again, the backhand of Sasnovich. As Palini forehand into the forehand of Sasnovich. To the forehand of Palini. Sasnovich backhand. Again to the backhand of Palini. Sasnovich with the backhand again. Oh, it's a winner. All right, we're a deuce. We get to deuce. Yeah, you need to get like Oasis or something. I feel like Oasis would not do a tennis thing. I don't know. Like, I feel like if they were like, hey, do you want to do an opening ceremony at the Australian Open? I feel like Oasis would be like, nah, fuck off. I don't think tennis and Oasis go together. It doesn't seem like I don't think that matches. I don't think it makes sense. Nah, deuce. All right. As with a second serve, double fault. Advantage Palini. Advantage Palini. All right. Palini to take this first match. We're going to be watching Zverev next, taking on Diallo. Backhand return, goes in the front of Sasnovich. Palini puts up a lob, but it goes long. And it's back to deuce. Are we talking about tennis or bands? Both. All right, deuce. Three match points have been saved. Parkway Drive? Actually, not bad. Not a bad idea. All right, serving to the backhand of Palini. Backhand out from Sasnovich down the line's a winner. And advantage Sasnovich to take the game and just hold Palini off a little bit from winning this match. He has saved a bunch of match points already. But yeah, it's Zverev taking on Diallo next. And that feels like it's going to be maybe not straight sets. Sorry, it shouldn't be straight sets. It should probably be 4 sets minimum. But at least tie breaks, I think. Because Diallo's got a good serve. Palini hits a wide. And it's 5-2. Diallo, by the way, if you don't know who he is, he took Fritz to 5-set at Wimbledon, I think in the first or second round. Was it second round? Second round Wimbledon, I think it was. Because it was Pirikar versus Fritz first round, right? So Diallo took Fritz to 5 at Wimbledon last year. Remember, Fritz nearly took Alcaraz to 5 in the semis. So that's who this kid is. He's got a huge serve. I think he might be like 6. I was going to say 6'7", but then like all the 14-year-olds would be like, ooh. No, like I think he's pretty damn tall. 6'6" or something. Like he's a big dude. I remember Billy Idol was there a few years ago. Billy Idol is hilarious. Good songs. All right, 5-2. What am I watching this on? I'm watching this on my TV. Right there. By the way, is Zverev looking really relaxed at the moment? I want Palini to play Eala soon. They can't play. Oh, are they in the same half of the draw? I don't think they're on a path to play. I don't think they'll play until like a final, maybe. All right, here we go. Palini serve for the match. Diallo is 6'8". Yeah, he's taller than Zverev. And Zverev is one of the tallest players. All right, 5-2. As we're to serve to the back end of Sasnovich. Good return. Palini slices it into the corner of Sasnovich. Sasnovich in the nets. And it's 15-love. He's in questionable form, though. Yeah, but if... yeah. But if he starts serving well... if the serve's working, that could be interesting. All right, 15-love. As with a forehand now from Sasnovich. Lob. Goes long. 30 love. All right, 30 love. As the return goes in the forehand of Palini, but Palini hits it long for 30-15. Schoolcake Mute is about to start. That feels like a 5-setter. Rose couldn't let that happen. Oh no, he strips it at 5-all. Was it? Oh no. Wasn't Rose up 5-1? Oh god. What's happening? 30-15. Palini's 2 points away. True, but Gil had a good breakdown on Diallo versus Zverev in his preview. I just don't think he can hang with Sasha on the baseline. Yeah. He definitely can't. But if he serves well, and Zverev, if he's serving well, that'll make it interesting. I just want it to be interesting. I hope it's not 6-2, 6-2, 6-2. That'd be boring. All right, match points. As with a fault second serve. Forty 15. Serve to the forehand of Sasnovich. Return, and there it is. Palini wins. She gets it done. Straight sets. 1 and 2. Straight forward. Just over an hour. She is into the second round. Jasmine Paolini. All right. Good start for Palini. Now, Alexander Sasha Zverev is playing. So if you want to keep watching, which, I don't know why you wouldn't, stay one of the Australian Open. It's Saturday night, most of you. Sunday morning, you can sleep all day. Unless you have to work. And then that just, that sucks. But, that's what we have to do sometimes. But also tennis is on. So, tell your boss that tennis is on or something. Or don't tell them. But Zverev is taking on Diallo. Should be a battle of serves, but Palini wins 6-1, 6-2. She gets it done against Sasnovich after the first game of the match being close. Wasn't even close after that. It was all Palini. She cruised, pretty much. She now is going to play the winner of Frere. She might play Frere versus a qualifier, I think. So, hang on. Did I get that wrong? She's going to play the winner of Frere and Iriavik. Yeah. So that's probably happening today or tomorrow. So, Palini won't know her opponent for a while. She won't be playing until Wednesday, Palini. So she's got a couple of days off as well to get ready for that. But Zverev coming up next.